Hello fans, this is the Professor and I am back to welcome you to the August 2010 edition of HCW Shoutouts. The action in the Heartland has been heating up all summer. To cap off the steamy summer, HCW will host Heartland Havoc 33, Turn Up the Heat, on August the 15th at the Hera Arena in Dayton, Ohio. This card is loaded and we can barely wait to see this groundbreaking event. At the top of the card, the newly crowned Heartland Heavyweight Champion Eddie Guerrero will put his title on the line. Eddie will face a formidable opponent, the Big Texan Bradshaw. Bradshaw has long been regarded as just a bully, but those perceptions began to change when the big man shocked the world and brought home the World Cup of Wrestling earlier this summer. Bradshaw knocked off then-champion Rob Van Dam, and then the previous World Cup winner, The Destroyer. With that victory, Bradshaw put himself on the map as a serious title contender. But Eddie is flying high, and he will be geared up and ready with the title up for grabs. The Heartland Tag Team titles will also be defended at Turn Up the Heat. The champions, Barry Windham and Ricky Morton, are now known as the Southern Express. Morton has embraced the new identity, printing up t-shirts and scouting potential challengers with great focus. For his part, Wyndham's response has been lukewarm. Windham hooked up with Morton after his regular partner Mike Rotunda was suspended by Heartland leadership. Rotunda had an altercation with HCW officials in his passionate defense of Velvet Sky, causing him to be suspended and stripped of the Heartland Tag Team title. Rotunda has recently made his return to HCW, but he is the odd man out of the tag team scene. The challengers in the title match are the surprising team of Jerry Blackwell and Disco Inferno. These two originally paired off as a result of their love of dancing and entertaining the Heartland fan base. But this duo, known as Boogie Wonderland, has gelled, and after a couple of upset victories in qualifying matches, Disco and Blackwell have earned themselves a title match. These two teams are very similar, a small man and a big man, and both teams are beloved by the fans. I anticipate a very entertaining tag team title match. An explosive feud has developed in the Heartland since the arrival of CM Punk. Punk was originally brought in as a special guest referee for the HCW Triple Threat Championship match. Although Punk called that match down the middle, Hennig ate a Van Daminator and was furious that Punk did not intervene. The Triple Threat match was the last straw for Hennig. After months of frustration following the loss of the Heartland Heavyweight Championship, Hennig snapped. The former champion has been tearing through the Heartland on a rampage. To make matters worse, Hennig has joined forces with the American Wolves. This terrible trio laid a vicious beatdown on Mike Quackenbush before setting their sights on Punk. But Punk was ahead of the game and brought in his old friend Delirious, accompanied by Jesse the Body Ventura, to stand up to those bullies. These six men will meet in the ring at Turn Up the Heat. The Ladies' Championship will be on the line at Havoc when the dominant champion, cheerleader Melissa, defends against the dynamic Mickie James. Melissa has run roughshod over her competition since she entered the Heartland. She ripped the title away from Sarah Del Rey and ruthlessly put aside Amber O'Neal to entrench herself firmly at the top of the division. She has the size and strength advantage over Mickie in this match, but Mickie brings quickness and an unparalleled ring presence to this match. She will be a formidable challenger to Melissa in what promises to be an outstanding championship match. In addition to the Tag Team Championship match, Turn Up the Heat will also feature a #1 contenders bout in the tag ranks. It will be a contrast of styles when the big brawlers Dick the Bruiser and the Crusher face off against the team of Austin Aries and Roderick Strong. Aries and Strong have burst onto the scene with a well-coordinated, scientific approach to tag team wrestling. You won't see any of that from Bruiser and Crusher. Will the Brawlers be able to take down the tag team specialists? Or will the cerebral duo of Aries and Strong find a way to prevail? A shot at the gold is on the line for the winners of this match, so you know that both teams will pull out all of the stops in order to win. Havoc will also mark the return to action of Robert Gibson. This popular member of the Rock and Roll Express was sidelined after a brutal attack by the Wild Samoans. In his absence, Ricky Morton assisted Barry Windham to regain the tag titles, so Robert will be going it alone for now. D'Lo Brown will be on hand to provide the competition for the opening match of the pay-per-view. So fans, that's our card for Heartland Havoc 33, Turn Up the Heat. Robert Gibson makes his long-awaited return to Heartland action against the talented D'Lo Brown. The #1 contender spot for the Tag Team Championship will be decided when Austin Aries and Roderick Strong face off against the Crusher and Dick the Bruiser. The Heartland Ladies Championship is on the line as cheerleader Melissa takes on Mickie James. Fists will fly and tempers will flare in a wild six-man tag team war pitting Curt Hennig, Davey Richards, and Eddie Edwards against Delirious, Jesse the Body Ventura, and CM Punk. The HCW Tag Team titles will be up for grabs when the Southern Express, Barry Windham, and Ricky Morton defend the belts against the improbable duo of Boogie Wonderland, Disco Inferno, and Dancing Jerry Blackwell. And in the main event, newly crowned Heartland Heavyweight Champion Eddie Guerrero defends his title proudly against the challenge of the dangerous Texan, Bradshaw. Fans, you won't want to miss a second of this great professional wrestling action. This Sunday night, August the 15th, be sure to tune in for Heartland Havoc 33, Turn Up the Heat. So call your cable company today or make the drive to see it live.